Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. WrestleMania Night 2. This is going to be a spoiler-filled review. So, get ready. There are spoilers. WrestleMania Night 2 just wrapped up. And we are going to start things off with the triple threat tag team match for the Raw tag team titles between RK Bro, the Alpha Academy, and the Street Profits. This match was back and forth like crazy. Much better than the SmackDown tag team match last night. I give it 4 stars out of 5. Great match. RKO. The RKO on the one member of Alpha Academy, another one on the member of the Street Profits, and a victory for RK Bro, as they are still the Raw Tag Team Champions. After the match, however, the Street Profits showed no hard feelings by wanting to have a little solo cut party with RK Bro, and they invited newcomer Gable Stevenson into the ring to celebrate with him, only to have Chad Gable get pissed off and get kind of, it wasn't really a challenge, but Gable got beat up by Gable Stevenson and got a nice little send off and everything. So looks like that may be Gable Stevenson's first war is going to be with the Alpha Academy and Chad Gable. Next, we have the giant and undefeated Omos as he took on the almighty former WWE champion Bobby Lashley. This match was decent, but it was a surprising match, as Bobby Lashley got the victory on Omos. Could give this match 3 stars. It was an average match, but it was a good match. There's no kidding about that. It was a good match. Then, oh brother, this match is a little bit harder for me to really talk about. It's Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Anything goes. And with those kind of roles, you knew it was going to be a part comedy match, because you knew that the rest of the Jackass crew were going to be running around, and that's basically exactly what it was. It was an entertaining match, but I'm going to give it 2 stars out of 5. Really wasn't all that good of a match. It just was a comedy match. That's all it was. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Then we got the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus the team of Sasha Banks and Naomi versus the team of Natalya and Shayna Baszler versus the women's tag team champions of Queen Zelina and Carmella. This match was back and forth, and in the end, going to give it 4 stars out of 5. Very, very good match. With Sasha Banks and Naomi becoming the brand new women's tag team champions. And Sasha got the victory tonight. This is important because this is the first time Sasha Banks has won a match at WrestleMania. 0-6 going into this year's Mania, but she finally got the victory. So that was the important part of things in this match. In a match of 2 generational athletes, Edge versus AJ Styles. It was a very good match. I'm not going to give it 5 stars. I'm going to give it 4.5. Only because of the weird way it ended. Edge did get the victory, but AJ was about to win when Damian Priest just kind of showed up, caused a distraction. That allowed Edge to get the victory. And then it appears that now Damian Priest is learning under the tutelage of Edge. And so that's going to make Damian Priest a lot more dangerous in the future for having a young wrestler learning under the Hall of Fame mantra of Edge. And the next match. Let's just say there's a reason why this match was probably canceled from last night. Put on this match for tonight, and then it stunk up the joint. Sheamus with Ridge Holland versus the New Day, Kofi and Xavier Woods. Now, Kofi and Xavier Woods wore Big E attire to the ring, and that was a nice homage to him with him being injured. But this match was not a WrestleMania match. This match barely should have been on the main event. -5 stars. This was a horrible match, and it just was not good at all. It just this match stunk up the joint. It really was not a WrestleMania label match, and I was standing by that decision. So that's that. Then we got Pat. No, I'm going to review all of this as one segment because everything is kind of a big segment altogether. I'm going to review these in different parts, and then I'll give it a star rating for the entire thing. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory had Mr. McMahon at his corner, and the match was a pretty decent match. Pat McAfee got the victory. Like I said, decent match, 2.5 out of 5 stars, nothing in particular. But then Pat McAfee tried to challenge Mr. McMahon, the nearly 80-year-old Mr. McMahon, to come into the ring and fight him. And this was bowling shoe ugly. And it was obvious it was just an ego boost for McMahon. McAfee had to sell everything that weak-ass old man gave him. Don't get me wrong, he's jacked. But he's still weak old man. -5 stars on that match. Mr. McMahon got the victory over Pat McAfee. And then as Austin Theory and Pat McAfee, or Austin Theory and Mr. McMahon were celebrating, this is where things got turned around. Out came Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin came down, got rid of Theory with a stunner, and it acted like he was going to do a beer with McMahon, and then gave McMahon a stunner. Celebrated with Pat McAfee, and McAfee got a stunner. So, and then Austin doing his thing to the light of the crowd. Obviously, this wasn't a match today, but it was a great way to end the segment. So, in the way how you would end the segment, that's the way how you would end it. 4 stars to end the segment. So overall, I'm going to give the segment about 3.5 stars. I'll give the entire segment of the first match, the second match, and the ending part. Just the way how I'm going to score it. It was a nice send off to get to the main event. Winner take all. The WWE Champion Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And this match was just a knockdown, drag-out battle. Didn't last very long. They brought out all their hits. This match easily, one of the matches of the night, 5 stars for me. And my Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, is now the undisputed WWE Unified Universal Champion. And that's just the way how it is. Roman proved to everyone that he's better than Brock Lesnar. He finally beat said Brock at WrestleMania. It took him 3 tries to do it, but he finally did it. And so Roman Reigns is the champion at the end of the night. 5 stars. Overall, we have an attendance. We have a bigger attendance tonight than we did last night. 78,453 versus 77,899 on night 1. So that will put it, let's see, about 156,000 and change for both nights, which of course is better than the 101,000 that they had back at WrestleMania 32 in the same building. So, yeah, it worked out pretty good having it over 2 nights. They got more tickets sold. As a whole, night 2, Like I said, it had its drawbacks. It didn't seem to have as many super quality matches on the card, but I'm still going to give it a minus B plus grade. And as for a combination of both nights, solid A. It was a great WrestleMania altogether. Yeah, it had its low points, but it had more high points than low points, and can't complain about that. So WrestleMania 38 is in the books, and I will see you next time. Again, talk to you later. Bye.